Hello everyone, let's turn on the pages to chapter 2 now, which is addition and subtraction. These two, addition and subtraction, are the early steps in the study of mathematics. Let's now recall these two basic operations. Now, before starting with the concept, let's learn some vocabulary. The words like sum, add, together, plus, more, increase, etc. are associated with addition, and the words like minus, take away, deduct, difference, decrease, subtract are associated with the word subtraction. We have already studied about addition and subtraction in our previous classes. Let's just recall the definition first of all. Addition is finding the total sum by combining two numbers, right? And subtraction is taking one number away from another. In very simple words, this is the definition of addition and subtraction. Now, in this chapter, we have to add and subtract the large numbers. The method of addition and subtraction for large numbers is the same as the addition of smaller numbers. Let's take up a very small example. 4 plus 5 is 9, right? So, if you see on the screen, the 4 is called as addend, the 5 is also called as addend, and 4 plus 5 is 9, and 9 is called as the sum. Now, what are addends and what is sum? The numbers that we add are called as addends, and the answer of addition is the sum. So in this example, we have added two numbers, 4 and 5. So 4 and 5 are addends, and the answer is 9. So the answer of addition is called as sum. So sum is 9. Let's take up another example where one of the addend is missing. So blank plus 7 is equals to 10. This is a very small numbers that we are taking, and you can think of a number which when added to 7 gives you 10, and the number is 3. 3 plus 7 is equals to 10. So we call 3 as missing addend. Similarly, if 3 was given to you and 7 was missing, then also you can think of the number 7, which when added to 3 gives you the sum as 10. So this is what we call as missing addend. Let's move on to subtraction now. Very easy example in front of you. 10 minus 3 is equal to 7. In your earlier classes, you have learned that we always subtract a smaller number from a bigger number. So 10 is bigger than 3, so you can subtract 3 from 10. Now 10 is referred to as minuend, 3 is referred to as subtrahend, and 7 is referred to as the difference. Now what is minuend? The number from which we subtract is called minuend. Like in this example, we have subtracted 3 from 10. So the number 10 is the number from which we have subtracted 3. So 10 is called as the minuend. Now 3 is referred to as the subtrahend, and the definition becomes the number which we subtract is called subtrahend. So we have subtracted 3. So 3 is subtrahend. And the answer of subtraction is called as the difference. So 7 is the difference. Now what if one of the minuend or subtrahend is missing? Again, a very simple example. 6 minus dash is equal to 4. So you have to subtract 2 from 6 to get 4, right? So 2 is the missing subtrahend. Likewise, minuend can also be missing. In that case, the subtrahend will be given to you. For example, dash minus 2 is equal to 4. So you have to think of a number from which when we subtract 2, we get 4. So you can think of 6. 6 minus 2 is equal to 4. Now, before moving on to the exercise questions, let's learn few simple properties of addition. There are three properties: order property, zero property, and grouping property. One by one, we will study all the properties in detail. First is order property. Now, just see the example in front of you. 5 plus 3 is equal to 3 plus 5. So, we have two sides, left hand side and right hand side. On left hand side we have the addends 5 and 3. So we have added 5 and 3 and the answer is 8. On the right hand side we have the same addends 3 and 5, but only the positions are changed. 3 is written first and 5 is written at the second place. So but 3 plus 5 is again 8. So we can say that 5 plus 3 is equal to 3 plus 5. So order property says that the order in which the numbers are added does not change the sum. The sum remains the same. Also, you can give a new word to this property as the commutative property. Order property is also called as the commutative property. With the word commutative, there are two words linked: switching places or interchanging. Just see the diagrammatical representation in front of you. There are two cars. For example, you have two cars, one green and one grey. Right? So you have parked it in your parking. First you parked green car and then the grey car. Just see the left hand side. So you have two cars. Now just see the right hand side. You have again parked these two cars, but first you parked the grey car and then you parked the green car. But still you have two cars. So we have just physically changed the position of the cars, but the value remains the same. So you can think of commutative property as physically changing places. They commute or substitute one for the other. Let's practice few questions based on order property. 8 plus 9 is equals to dash plus 8. So there will be 9 in the blank. 8 plus 9 will be equals to 9 plus 8. B part, 25 plus dash is equals to 48 plus 25. So you can see two addends on the right hand side, 48 and 25. For the sum to be equal, there should be the same addends on the left hand side as well. So it will be 25 plus 48. It means the addends on the right hand side should be same as the addends on the left hand side, irrespective of the position of the addends, right? Now you can do C, D and E part yourself. Let's move on to the next property, that is zero property. Zero property says that when you add 0 to any number, the sum is the number itself. For example, 6 plus 0 is equal to 6, or 5 plus 0 is equals to 5, or 1000 plus 0 is equal to 1000. So for any number a plus 0 will be equal to a only. So the zero property is the sum of a number and 0 is the number itself, right? Now let's quickly practice zero property. A part, 878 plus 0 gives you the same number, that is 878. Next is 0 plus dash is equal to 475. So you know the answer as 475. So 0 plus 475 will give you 475. In the similar way, you can do the last three parts. Now the last property is grouping property. Grouping property is also called as associative property. Now it can be thought of as friendship associations. For example, you are three friends and you have wore different color t-shirts, blue, red and green. So there are 2 days now. First day, the blue and the red one made a group. The other day, the red and the green one made a group. Just see the left hand side and the right hand side. So making groups will not affect the friendship of three of you, right? So the first day, the blue and the red made a group, and then talked to the green one. The other day, the red and the green one made a group and then talked to the blue one. But the friendship remains the same. So the grouping property says the way in which the addends are grouped does not change the sum. For example, you have to add 2, 4 and 6. Now there are two ways for adding it. Just see the right hand side. 2 plus bracket 4 plus 6 bracket close. So in this we have added 4 and 6 first of all, and then we have added the sum with 2. Now see the left hand side. 2 and 4 are in bracket plus 6 means first of all we are adding 2 and 4 and then we are adding the sum to 6. In both the cases you will get the same answer. So for any number a, b and c, a plus b plus c will be equal to a plus b plus c. Means the parenthesis shows the grouping of two friends. They don't physically move, they simply change the one with whom they are associating. So this is what the grouping property is. Now let's practice few examples based on grouping property. Let's practice grouping property now. A part 999 plus 54 grouped together plus 214 is equal to dash plus 54 plus 214 grouped together. Now the things that you have to be careful about in grouping property is the number of addends. There will be 3 addends on both the sides, left hand side and right hand side. Now whichever addend is missing from either of the sides, you can fill that in the blank. Like in the first example, there are 3 addends 999, 54 and 214. On the right hand side, 54 and 214 is there, but 999 is missing. So in the blank, the answer will be 999. And the grouping property in this part is that on left hand side, 999 and 54 was grouped together, and on the right hand side, 54 and 214 is grouped together. Now next is B part. 7825 plus dash plus 222. Now grouping is dash and 222 is equal to dash plus 222 plus 546 grouped together. Now if you see, there are 3 different types of addends, 3 different numbers: 7825, 222 and 546. Now let's start from left hand side. 7825 is there, 222 is there, but 546 is missing. So the blank will have the number 546. Now see the right hand side. 222 is there, 546 is there, but 7825 is missing. So in the blank, the answer will be 7825. Similarly, you can try the next 3 parts yourself. Let's do some pen paper work now. So this is your notebook work that you have to do out of exercise 2.1, 2.2 and 2.3. You can just note down these questions in your notebook and start solving them. Let's discuss few questions of exercise 2.1. Question number 1 says, arrange in columns and add. So while we are copying the numbers, we have to be very careful. Writing the addends well spaced helps you to solve the question systematically, right? So keep adequate space between the digits of the addends so that your question, your solution remains neat and clean. Also be careful about writing the digits under the previous digit. Means at ones place, all the digits, means like we have 3 addends here, all the 3 addends have ones place, so the ones place should be in one line, the tens place should be in other line, the 100 place should be in other line, and the numbers should be in straight columns. right? This is what we have to be careful about. Also, there may be changes in the digits of the addends. Like in A part, we have 3 addends. First is a 6-digit number, another is a 5-digit number, and the third one is again a 6-digit number. So while adding, we have written 6 digits numbers first of all, and then we have written a 5-digit number. So it is very easy to add. And one more thing that you have to be careful about is we start adding from the ones place and move on to the higher places. Like 3 plus 0 plus 1 gives you 4, 1 plus 6 plus 9 gives you 16. So we write 6 and carry 1 to the 100 place, and so on you can add. Similarly, D part also have different digit numbers. Like the first number is a 8-digit number, the second number is again a 8-digit number, but the third number is a 4-digit number. So we arrange the numbers accordingly and start adding from the ones place. Exercise 2.1, question number 2, find the missing digits. I have inserted question mark at the places where the digits are missing. So 8 plus 1 is equal to question mark. This is very easy. 8 plus 1 is equal to 9. At tens place, 1 plus blank is equal to 9. It is again very easy. 1 plus 8 is equal to 9. Now at 100 place, dash plus 1 is equal to 3. Again easy. 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. 1000 place, 5 plus blank is equal to 8. So 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. Next place, 2 plus dash is equal to 4. So 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. Finally, you got all the missing places. 2, 3, 2, 8, 9. Fine. And the answer is 48399. That is 48,399. Exercise 2.2, question number 1. Arrange in vertical column and subtract. Check the answer. Now in subtraction of large numbers, you need to be careful and copy the numbers correctly under appropriate places. Fine. Write the numbers well spaced. The order of numbers involved in subtraction cannot be changed. Like in addition, first of all, we wrote the bigger digit numbers and then below that we have written the smaller digit numbers. But in subtraction, this is not the case. You cannot change the order of the numbers. Means you cannot change the order of minuend and subtrahend. Also, you know that the smaller number is always subtracted from a bigger number. So you cannot write bigger number below the smaller number. Now let's start with A part. It is 29,221,621 minus 316,212. So we have arranged the numbers very carefully, and we will subtract again from the ones place and move on to the higher places. So 8 minus 2 is 6, 2 minus 1 is 1, 6 minus 2 is 4, 1 minus 6 is not possible. So we will borrow 1 from 2. It becomes 11, 11 minus 6 is 5. Now 2 becomes 1, 1 minus 0 is 0, 1 minus 1 is 0. Now 2 minus 3 is again not possible, so we will borrow 1 from 9. So it becomes 12. 12 minus 3 is 9. 9 became 8. So 8 minus nothing is there. So 8 remains 8 only and 2 remains 2 only. So the answer, the difference is 28905416. Now the question says you have to check the answer. Now how to check? If you add difference in subtrahend and the answer comes out to be same as the minuend, then your subtraction is correct. So the formula for checking comes out to be minuend is equal to difference plus subtrahend. So the difference was 28905416 and the subtrahend was 316212. Now we can add both of them and we got the answer as 29221628. Now if we see, this is same as the minuend. So our subtraction is correct. So this is how you can always check your subtraction. Exercise 2.2, question number 3. Find the missing digits. The question is 7321-8-05-680-25. So let's start subtracting the digits from ones place. 8 minus dash is equal to 5. So 8 minus 3 is equal to 5. Dash minus 5 is equal to 2. So that is 7 minus 5 equal to 2. Next at 100 place, 1 minus 0 is equal to dash. So 1 minus 0 is equal to 1. 1000 place, 2 minus dash is equal to 0. So you will subtract 2 from 2, then only you can get 0. So 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. Next is 10,000 place, 3 minus dash is equal to 8. Now you can see minuend is smaller and the difference is bigger. 3 minus dash is equal to 8. You cannot subtract anything from 3 which gives you 8. So you have to borrow from 7. Borrow 1 from 7, it becomes 13. Then 13 minus 5 is equal to 8. Now 7 becomes 6. So 6 minus nothing will give you 6 only. That is 6 minus 0 is equal to 6. So the answer is 680125. This is how you can find the missing digits. Exercise 2.3, question number 1. Find a number which is 23,568 more than 98,57,023. Now let's take up a smaller example before working with the large numbers. Suppose I give you a question, find a number which is 2 more than 5. 2 more than 5 means 2 plus 5, right? So 2 plus 5 is 7. So always think of a smaller number, a smaller example before working with the larger number, and then you can understand that what you have to do in the word problem. So it becomes clear to us that the two numbers given to us in the question are the addends, right? And we have to find out the sum. So the first addend you can write, the second addend you can write, and the required number is the sum. So the sum is 23568 plus 98,57023, and the sum comes out to be 98,80,591, right? So the final statement will be 98,80,591 is a number which is 23,568 more than 98,57,023. Now question number 2. What should be added to 3,50,367 to get 18,92,583? Now again think of a smaller example. Just see the rough column that I have made. What should be added to 2 to get 5? Same question, only we have taken smaller numbers. What should be added to 2 to get 5? Means 2 plus dash is equal to 5. Because they are very small numbers, so you can easily tell the answer that 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. Now how you can get 3 is, you can subtract 2 from 5, right? 5 minus 2 means sum minus addend will give you the missing addend. So we can apply this trick in this question to get the answer very easily. So we have one addend, we have the sum, and we have to find out the missing addends. So second addend is equal to sum minus first addend. So you can subtract and find out the answer, 15,42,216. So 1542216 should be added to 350,367 to get 1892583. So this is how you can always think of smaller examples to understand the questions with large numbers. Next, question number 3. What should be subtracted from 12735,213 to get 673,005? So you have to subtract something from a number to get another number. So the number from which we subtract is called as the minuend. If you remember the definition, so the minuend is 12735,213 and the difference is 673005, and you have to find out the number that will be subtracted from minuend, and that number is called as the subtrahend. So subtrahend is equal to minuend minus difference. So you can subtract and find out the answer 120,62208. So 120,62208 should be subtracted from 12735,213 to get 673005. Next question, question number 4. The sum of two numbers is 1856873. If one of them is 956835, find the other. Now in the question, the sum of two numbers is given to you. One number means the one addend is given to you, and you have to find out the other addend. It is a similar question which we have done earlier also. You have to find out the missing addend. So other number is equal to sum minus one number. So you can subtract and find out the other number. So other number is 900,038. So this is how you can practice much more questions of the exercise and come up with your doubts in the Zoom session. So this was all that we have to study in chapter 2. This is one of the easy chapters, addition and subtraction. Hope you understood all the concepts well and practice all the parts from the book exercise. Thank you.